Bang Needs Knives. I'm Jared with my lovely wife Kara.
Hello.
Knives, let's get it.
Let's do it. Alright guys, here is the stats right here. So if you want to see those, you can go ahead and pause right now. These are from Blade HQ. And this is for the G10. Oh yeah, by the way, we're doing the real steel Griffin right now. You don't even know what knife we're doing. We're doing the real steel Griffin. In the thumbnail, yeah, I guess. But yeah, there you go, guys. This is for the aluminum version, not the titanium. These are those specs. So let's get going.
All right, Buck's Marksman, good size comparison, and we didn't bring too many size comparisons that are well known with us because we are at a park. Here is the Kaiser Rogue, and I don't think you guys will know these knives that well, but this is actually a good size. Oh, I actually went backwards. I went backwards here. Did you see that?
Oh, you left the Marksman. They look so similar.
Well, they're the same size.
Do you want the Biblio?
This is a good, yeah, give me the Biblio.
Can you hold this for a sec?
This is a good size comparison. This is the Kubi Eris. They're actually like damn near the exact same size. And then right there is the Ace Biblio. All right, that's all the size comparisons we're gonna do. You've seen the size and the specs. All right. Damn bugs. All right, this is aluminum handle, 14C28N Sandvik steel. This is my edge on it. It is a full flat grind.
Oh, it's your edge? I think it's our edge.
I don't think you helped me on this edge, sweetheart.
I inspired you.
Okay. It's a button lock, as you can see. The clip, steel clip. It's actually a pretty good clip. It's got a lot of spring to it.
It also has a similar design shape to the handle, which I think is really cool. It's kind of like all really unique.
On the back of the blade, it has jimping. I mean, I guess it's kind of useful. It's not the best type of jimping, but it works.
Flip it over so I can see
it does work. So if you're gonna slip, it will work.
Yep.
It just has barrel back spaces.
Explain that wheel while we're here.
I will, as soon as I'm done with the barrel back spaces.
Sorry, I didn't mean to mess you up. Sorry,
yeah, you messed me up.
Sorry.
The wheel is for the lock. It's to open it up so you don't accidentally push the button, which really, it's not that big of a deal because, I mean, I guess if you're holding it in the pinch position, I guess it could help you out, so I guess it is worth something. But when you're holding it like in your pocket or anything like that or whatever, or just holding it like this, like you really have to push this button all the way in, like
not in an uncomfortable way.
No, not. I can do it with my fingers, but
just in a way that it
like
would keep you safe.
Like this right there. If I go like that, it's not really that bad. I really have to push in to get it. So you have to push it past like a certain point, which it's raised up high. Like if I close it, you can kind of see where it's at right there. It's raised up a little bit. So it does give you enough purchase with your finger to always get it if you're trying to. But if you're not, it's not really, you know, because you can also push it and open it like that. Whereas if it's closed, it's pretty much locked in there. You can open it still, obviously, because you can open it with your fingers and stuff like that. But it's like, it acts almost like a detent. So if you want to, you can hit the button and it'll fall out. See that? So you can open it up like that. So it has 3 different opening methods: as the thumb, the middle finger, which it prefers the most, and the button push.
Flip the knife this way when you flip it so that it's hard for me to film this way. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to be on this side, sweetheart.
Well, you stink.
So
I don't want to be near your smelliness.
All right. So, but it would rather be middle finger flicked than anything. So the reverse flick is the main deployment. Thumbing it works, but you see, like, it's a little goofy to thumb it, but it does work, especially if you throw in just a little tiny bit of wrist. But you don't have to throw wrist, you just have to be good at
thumb flicking it.
But the button swivel pop whatever, when you push the button and deploy, the button deployment, I guess you could call it.
This is an ambidextrous knife as well as far as that button goes, so you all know,
Yeah.
if you watch this, that I'm left-handed, and even with the button being on the other side, it's no harder to push with your pointer than it is with your thumb. It's just as comfortable as the other way.
It looks like there's a button on this side, but really that's
not.
just the spot for the lock deployment. Now watch this. See how it popped out? It's just the place for the lock to fall into. So now when I open it, you're gonna watch it pop in right about now. Bam. See it pop? Now I push it and it unlocks. Now I was worried that this was gonna be a little, like I didn't know if there was gonna be blade play or lock rock or anything like that, especially over, you know, a little bit of use, but it's very strong actually. There's absolutely no blade play, no lock rock, no nothing. This thing's locked up really strong. I'm actually surprised how strong the locking mechanism is or has been. It is on ball bearings. I believe they're ceramic ball bearings. Don't quote me on
this
that.
was the one that we weren't positive if it was steel or ceramic.
Yeah, I'm not positive they're still ceramic. I guess
Either way,
you can,
it's smooth as hell.
yeah,
so.
either way, it's smooth as butter. I think they're ceramic. But anyways, what was the price on this, sweetheart?
It was, I believe, $60, right under 60 or right at 60, I want to say.
Was it? I thought it was a little bit more than that.
Nope,
Okay.
it was not.
All right,
it
that's
was
not bad.
because I remember when we were buying it, it was like one of the cheaper ones we were getting on that group. It definitely was no more than $60.
Okay, you see the lettering on there. This is all the lettering. Real steel, 14C28N, and then the E775 Griffin. Do not know what Griffin stands for.
Peter Griffin.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that's what it stands for. Peter
Family
Griffin.
Guy.
If you guys can find that out,
God, you
or
moved
no,
so much.
sorry, let us know in the descriptions or in the comments.
Description?
Yeah,
No,
in the
don't
comments.
get
Not
up in
the
our description.
Yeah,
That's
don't
ours.
do that.
That's our spot.
In the comments. The clip, like I was saying before, it does carry actually pretty damn good. You do got a little bit hanging out, that much I guess, so it gives you enough to grab. But since you have a big enough knife inside your pocket, it holds nice and tight to the inside of your pocket or outside of your pocket towards your hip. It carries very well towards your hip because the clip placement is sitting at an angle like that, so that's really cool. And then but since there's so much in the pocket, all this is in the pocket and only that little bit's hanging out, so it's not so bad, you know, having this little bit come out. You can just grab it and pull it out. The centering is perfect.
Stay still.
100% perfect. And
I was just about to say, what's the lockup?
yeah, no, well, the lockup is 50% because that's about what it goes. So all right, the grip on this,
It's slippery, in my opinion.
well, it is, you know, it's a slick handle.
Aluminum.
This also does come in titanium M390 for a lot more money.
It also has carbon fiber inserts, like three little individual carbon fiber inserts in the titanium.
So that one will have a little bit more texture
Yeah,
to it.
this one, it's, in my opinion, like even sometimes when I go to open it, like I would be afraid with no guard and this aluminum, like I would be afraid of, like if I really went and stabbed something, that I would slide down the blade for sure.
I only feel like that like if I had oil on my hands or if I was really sweaty, so it's probably not a work knife if you're working in a
sweaty environment
or just a high, you know, I don't know, whatever, a high risk, high active environment. But it's a great EDC and I do like it.
And it's a great fidget knife. Like I don't review knives to be fidget spinners. I get why people like that, but that's not my primary reason for purchasing knives. However, this is a great fidgety knife.
Also, the handle material being aluminum with this black coating on it, it does get nicked up a little bit. It's
Does it?
yeah, you can see the back right here. Look at this. You see the back? It's got these little, get it in close.
Oh yeah,
you have
right
these
in there.
couple little spots. Now this is from not real heavy use either. I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's
I really haven't
basically-
gotten a chance to work heavily with this one, so that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, I think this is from being in my pocket mostly, and just from fumbling around. So I can imagine with a lot of use tossing it around and whatnot, it's gonna get a little scratched up. At least this black coating. Some people think that looks really cool. Some don't. Some people don't carry anything in their knife pocket. I really don't carry much in my knife pocket. There's only one thing.
Knife?
Besides my knife, yeah. I only carry one other thing, so I don't really worry about stuff in my pocket scratching it up. But you know, tossing it around in your bag, if you carry stuff in bags or anything like that, you got a possibility it could get scratched up. Back to the grip. This sits pretty comfortably. You don't feel this clip. This clip's actually pretty well done in a grip standards, so I don't at least feel it. Even with the left hand, my middle finger does land a little bit right there, so I don't know about for left-handed users.
I think that as a left-handed user, it gently rests in this notch of the clip. It's so not a big ramp or anything in a way to where it's going to be pokey.
Okay, for guys' hands though, my middle finger does rest right on there, but I can move it forward just a little tiny bit, and it doesn't. So it can be comfortable in the right or left hand. When you choke up, because it does have you call it a sharpening notch or a finger choil, it does have a finger choil, and the way it sits, it's kind of for like the pinch grip, it seems like, where you pinch grip it and your finger goes right around there, so you pinch it and finger goes right around there. It kind of seems like that's what it's for, because it's definitely not for the real choked. Hold on one second. It's definitely not for the real choked up, like if you're gonna grip it and go down something. It's definitely not for that. It's definitely for sitting forward in your hand, and it feels a little awkward being like that. So that's why I said it's probably just for the pinch grip. But I guess if you're doing like something in the kitchen or chopping something like that, or doing small cuts, it's okay. It works just fine. But
see, I think that it's actually quite a comfortable, not like you said, not doing a full on, what is that, a hammer grip or something? Ow, name for it. But I don't know, whatever. Point is I actually find it comfortable to hold, as long as you're outstretching your thumb here on the I am at a loss for words. The spine? Is that even what it's called?
What, the back of the knife?
Yeah.
Spine of the blade.
Okay. I completely forgot. Wow. I'm going to just hand this back over. I shouldn't even be. I don't deserve to be here.
So, it is T8 on the pivot, and then a very small looking T6 for the clip and for the Schmitty. But yeah. I do like this knife a lot though.
Samesies.
All right, let's do the what you want to know and what you need to know.
I'm gonna say what you would like to know is that this, I don't know, I feel like we covered all the things you want to know, to be honest.
But
this is a great knife. But yeah, the action, the fidgetness ability, and the hole, it's easy to deploy. Not being a liner lock setup, there is no detent ball.
Slicey blade, very slicey blade.
I was mid-sentence.
Sorry, baby.
Sir.
I'm sorry, baby.
Sir.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, what I was saying was, because there's no detent ball holding it back, it's really easy to deploy from the hole. I can't focus ever when you move so much.
Sorry.
You're like a little...
I was trying to show the edge.
Yeah, it was a little unfocused. Do it again, so they can see.
Go ahead and talk.
I was done. That was it.
Oh, all right.
Talk about that edge.
No, I was just trying to, like how a jeweler gets the...
There we go. Now I can see.
How they move it slightly.
It's just that I have to focus first.
Anyways, now for the need to knows. The need to knows is the finish. The finish is gonna chip off, slipperiness, and yeah, the chippiness of the coating. Aside from that, I think it's an awesome fidget knife and user knife. So there you guys go.
Cool. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.